everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is the big day and I'm getting ready for my big meal. So Thanksgiving is a really great time. It's a time for people to come together as family and just eat and feast and enjoy family and be thankful for what we have. So Thanksgiving has been celebrated for almost 400 years in the United States. And it started off with the very first Thanksgiving back in 1621. And it's a pretty cool story. I'll tell you about it if you have a second. The Pilgrims who came over on the Mayflower in 1620, there was about 120 people who came over. And of the 120 people who came, that first winter, more than half of them died. And there was only about 57 people who survived that winter. And they were befriended Indians, or Native Americans now, and the Native Americans helped teach them how to grow food and hunt and survive, basically, in the harsh conditions that they were not prepared for. And so the first year that they had a good harvest and all of their food grew and they had plenty of food to go around for everyone, they had a feast that lasted like 3 days. And the 57 Pilgrims and about 90 Native Americans came together for a feast and celebrated, and they were thankful. And it was a time of peace and a time of happiness. So that is why we celebrate Thanksgiving today. And it's a lot more now. It's kind of grown into even more significance and meaning. And it's a great time to celebrate with your family. So join me tonight while I get ready. And join us tomorrow while we prepare the food and get ready, because it's kind of a big deal. I got a Butterball. Butterball is a brand that I just love, and it's always really juicy and delicious. And it's a big turkey. If you don't know what a turkey is, this is like almost 18 pounds. It's really big. So first you gotta clean it and take out the innards. And what I do is I brine it in broth. So I got chicken broth, but you could also do turkey broth or whatever. I just got chicken. So I'm gonna prepare the turkey tonight and let it sit overnight in turkey broth. It's funny, it says that this is an easy open bag. Oh, it says see below. Oh, look. Read the directions, huh? Check that out. To open, it says you pull it apart, which is really gross, but you can do it. So this is the turkey. Ah! And this is the neck of the turkey, the heart, and several other gross things that are inside of the turkey. And then you flip it over. And in here, you see how they put the skin around the legs? You gotta open it up, shake it around, loosen it up, and then this is the gross stuff on the inside called, my mom calls it giblets. They're the neck and the throat. You just put it off to the side, make sure there's nothing else in there, and there's the inside of the turkey. It's really gross. But this is our turkey. It's going to be a delicious turkey. Can you tell? Hi guys! Happy Thanksgiving! Once we're done here, this is going to be the most delicious golden brown succulent turkey. So first things first, we gotta wash him. First things first, you gotta wash him because he's covered in gross juice. So you want to make sure you have a nice clean turkey. And it's a little difficult, so you always want to clean your sink before you do this. Because especially if you have a big turkey, you just close them off on the inside. Cold water. You don't want to do it with hot water. It's very difficult to do. You want to make sure it's nice and clean all around. And then you bring them over to your pan Or you bring your pan over to him. That'd probably be a lot easier than dripping chicken or turkey all over the place. So now that we have a nice clean turkey, we're going to go ahead and put him in his bed. And this right here is the broiler pan. This is typically how you set the turkey, but for right now, because we're doing what's called brining, we're going to go ahead and set him breast down. And it's really important that you do this while it's brining, because if not, the breast, which is the white meat, is going to be dry. And you don't want a dry turkey. Nobody likes a dry turkey. So we're going to flip him over on his breast side down, and we're going to pour all the chicken broth in here so that it is ready to sit overnight. And I like to salt and pepper him too. You want to make sure he's nicely seasoned. Yeah, I'm calling my turkey a he, because nobody wants a female turkey. So we got our chicken broth. Hopefully this is the easy open, because I actually don't have a can opener. But that's going to be funny if it is not easy open. And it's not. So I think we need to figure out how to open these cans of chicken broth. I think we might have something, because luckily it's just liquid. So since I don't have a can opener because it broke, we have a survival tool. This is called something. It's like P49 or something that they used to use in World War something. And it's pretty cool because you take it, and it's just a tiny little thing on your keychain, and you just push down and you break the seal. Isn't that cool? You kind of just keep going at it, just like that. But we don't need to open the whole can since it's a broth or a stock. We just need it open enough. So you open one side and then you open the other. You just make a little hole in the other side so that it has an airflow. Alright guys, so here's our chicken broth, and you're going to go ahead and pour it on the turkey all around. I like putting the turkey broth or stock or whatever you want to call it, or chicken stock or whatever kind of stock you want. I would not use beef, but I definitely any kind of poultry. And I just pour a few cans on, and once I have enough, I would say 3 or 4, just because I really like my turkey being just submerged in the juice. So whenever I'm getting ready to cook it, I drain the juice and then I put butter on it, and I'll show you that tomorrow. And you'll see how to make the most delicious turkey. And honestly, a lot of people say that the brand doesn't matter, it's all in the way you prepare it. But yet, like I said before, I still really like my Butterball brand. And also, make sure you never throw out the directions, because the directions are a big help. I know people who are used to doing it a certain way might not realize that things have changed with ovens and all that. And so it's actually a lot better to follow the directions sometimes than doing it the way your mother did it, or your grandmother, or whoever. You just get it all juicy. And right now, if you want to see, you can see that it is pretty full already. I put about 3 cans in. And this is a happy turkey. Another thing you want to do is inspect your turkey, because you want to make sure that there's no loose like feathers. Sometimes you'll see like a stub of a feather stuck in because they didn't pluck it good enough. So you want to make sure you remove all those little things, because nobody wants to eat that. So if you see any big stubs, you kind of just pinch it out and pick it out. But this one's a pretty good one. I didn't see much. But you always want to inspect your turkey, make sure there's nothing that somebody's going to chew on and not be happy with. So, just see a couple over here. This is what you're going to be looking for if you want to get a close-up. This, right here, is a pin feather, is what they're called. And you kind of got to pinch it out, and you pull it to get it out. It's kind of difficult sometimes. It's not the easiest of tasks. But you want to grab it and get it out because it's gross. Okay, so you know how I took the legs out of the skin fold here? There's another surprise in that skin fold. You got to pull his turkey tail out. It's like turkey tail. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Alright, so a turkey has a big old tail because if you've ever seen a turkey, they have feathers that are really big right here. And so that's the turkey tail. You can leave that attached because whenever we stuff the turkey, you can kind of just put that there to cover the stuffing so it doesn't get burnt and doesn't fall out. So now we have our turkey all ready. We took out all the pin feathers. You have to inspect the whole turkey, make sure there's nothing inside, and now we're going to make sure there's no hair or any like turkey feathers. And you're going to put it breast down. Remember, this is the breast. This squishy part is the breast. So you're going to put that breast down and soak it in a good, I'd say 3 inches of juice. About that much of juice. And we're going to go ahead and cover it and let it soak for the night. You remember the stuff we pulled out of the turkey? Here it is. This is the neck of the turkey. It's really gross. And then in this bag is what are called the gizzards, or innards of the bird. Here we have the gizzard, which is where the bird eats, and it goes in here, and it's kind of like rocks that grind the food so that the bird doesn't choke. And then here is the liver, turkey liver, yum. Oops. And then right here is the little baby turkey heart. And so my mom likes to make gizzard gravy, which is the sauce that you put over the cooked turkey. So you cook it up and make a delicious turkey gizzard gravy. And I will go ahead and let my mom deal with that because I don't like making turkey gizzard gravy. So that's what you can do with these things. But I'm going to go ahead and leave them in this bag and put them in the fridge with the turkey so that my mom can make gravy tomorrow. And don't forget, instructions. You've got to keep those, okay? So, save those for tomorrow. I hope you all enjoyed this preparation of the bird video. We will continue tomorrow. So get some sleep and we'll see you tomorrow, Thanksgiving 2016.